Now that you're familiar with a few different coding tools, let's take a look at VS Code. VS Code is an open source code editor that includes developer tooling. It's similar to Jupyter Notebooks and Colab, but it includes more features. VS Code provides built-in support with IntelliSense code completion, an interactive debugger, and other build and scripting tools. VS Code has a simple layout that makes it easy to learn and use. Its intuitive features make it a great choice for coding in Python. To use VS Code for Python, you will need to have Python 3, VS Code, and the VS Code Python extension installed. In this video, we're going to show you how to do that. You can use VS Code on Windows, Mac, and Linux operating systems. For this video, we'll be using the Linux operating system. If you're using another operating system, we have provided a reading on using VS Code with the other operating systems that you could take a look at later on. Now let's get started. We'll start by opening a terminal window. Type the following command, python 3 -- version. If Python 3 is installed, the output will show the Python version that is installed on your computer. An example of what that output would look like is Python 3.10.12. If it is not installed, the output will return command not found. This means you will need to start by installing Python 3. To do this, go to your terminal. At the command line, you will type sudo apt install python 3 and press enter. It will prompt you to enter your password. Enter your password and it will begin installing. As Python 3 is installing, it may prompt you to continue by asking, do you want to continue? Yes/no. Select yes and press enter. Now Python 3 is installed and ready to go. Let's move on to VS Code. You can download VS Code at code.visualstudio.com/download. Here we're going to download the version that is compatible with Linux. Let's select the .deb version of VS Code. We will give it a second to finish downloading. Next, we're going to go back to the terminal. We will navigate to the Downloads folder. We will do this by typing cd downloads /. Then we'll use the ls command. This will list the Debian file we just downloaded. The name of the file you just downloaded will appear. Next, you will type sudo dpkg-i and the name of the file listed. Once that command is executed, Visual Studio Code is installed. To open up Visual Studio Code, we type code at the command line. And Visual Studio Code will open right up for us. The final step is setting up Python in VS Code. To do this, we will browse for extensions. To view extensions in VS Code, we will type Ctrl-Shift-X. This will show you a list of the most popular VS Code extensions on the VS Code Marketplace. You can search for Python using the search bar and click Install. Once it's done installing, it will give you the option to get started with Python development. We'll jump right in by selecting Create Python File. This will open up the code editor. Let's test it out with a simple statement. We're going to type print hello world into the new workspace. Next, click on Run to run the code. You will be prompted to name and save your file. Give your Python file a name and click Save. In this example, we will give our file the name helloworld.py. Your code will run and you will see its output here. Great job! Now to summarize, VS Code is an extremely robust source code editor. It uses IntelliSense technology which provides syntax highlighting and autocomplete for coding. VS Code allows you to debug right in the editor with its interactive console. Overall, VS Code is extremely interactive and customizable. There's also a large library of extensions that are easily integrated. Great job! That was a lot to cover. Feel free to review these videos as many times as you need to. And remember, one of the best ways to figure out which tools work best for you are to explore all the features they have to offer and practice using them.